All right, we are live. All right, welcome guys, welcome. I am going to be live for the last hour of the market open here. So if you guys want to stay and join, or I guess if you guys are already here, make sure you guys stick around until 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, or 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, wherever you guys are at. All right, so basically, I've been looking at Soun, all right, ticker symbol SOUN, Soundhound AI, because that is the main CFO Swinger Watch Report's swing trade idea for this week. And so far, it is moving down. But based on the technical analysis that I've done yesterday, last night, we are retesting this ascending support trend line. Now, one thing that I'm not liking right now with this current action is that, well, we have completely broken below the previous day's lows, right? Last Friday's lows, and we have completely overshadowed this last Friday's range with today's high and today's low. So I'm not really liking this price action, and the fact that, well, my daily 50 SMA has begun to curl down, right? So it flattened out and it started to curl down. And what I want to see, ideally, what I would have wanted to see is what I should say now, is something like this, right? Where we see the dark blue line going up and eventually crossing over my daily 200 SMA, which is this yellow line, all right? So this is essentially what I would have wanted. But obviously the market does not give us exactly what we want at any time of the day, right? So, as long as the price is able to uphold this ascending support trend line, which you guys can see on the weekly time frame as well, all right, you guys should be seeing Soundhound continuously consolidating tightly underneath this $12 resistance level, all right? So this is a major weekly resistance, and we also have yet another large resistance level above $12, which is at 13.40. okay, all right. So far Soundhound is not looking too interesting. So obviously I have my alert set up at 12 and above 13.40, but overall Soundhound, I'm just looking at it, right? This is a week of observation for me and managing positions. If it's not like that for you guys, if you guys are actively trading, good luck. But I'm trying to make sure that I don't make any stupid mistakes. I don't try to open up positions that I don't need to open up, right? Because again, it is a very busy week. We have a lot of companies reporting earnings. I believe it's like almost a third of the S&P 500 reporting this week alone on Wednesday through Thursday. So, on top of that, we have the FOMC meeting, the Jerome Powell conference, the rate decision all on Wednesday as well. So that will be very, very interesting. Okay. Now we are looking at Tesla here. So Tesla was a ticker from the list last week, and it's done pretty well. Obviously, earnings has completely nosedived the price here, but we are seeing some good gap fill coming in, and we did fill the gap today with this nice almost 4% run up to the upside. And we're still within this ascending channel, and there's a good chance that we can still be able to retest this ascending resistance trend line sometime in the future, and that means we should be heading towards $400. Okay, so that's kind of my long-term target here, or goal for Tesla. And it may or may not hit 400 by the end of this year. Who knows, right? I mean, Tesla likes to move in very volatile ways, and there's a lot of the robotaxi hype and just the overall bullish sentiment on Tesla software, right? This is literally a software company. It's not just an auto company, and they're getting much more into robotics as well. They may be a leading company in robotics with robotaxis in the near-term future and long-term future. But then again, with robotaxis, I believe Uber and Waymo are still a little bit more ahead compared to where robotaxi is currently at. Okay, so I'm kind of watching these two right now since they're pretty active, and also looking at my swing trade idea from last week, right? VEEV. This is looking extremely good. All right, we are now above 292. It looks pretty explosive, I might say here. Very nice. The RSI is still looking very good on the intraday time frames. On the 4 hour, very good structured price action to the upside. It broke over 288 on the intraday last week, and then now it has broken above 292 starting out this week, right? So, oh, let me make sure that everyone knows that I'm live. Okay, so I'm keeping my eye on VEEV and Bill as well. So these are two previous swing trade ideas. Bill was from way back then. Okay, Bill was all the way back in last year, run up from late October to early to mid-November, right? So Bill is still looking great. It's simply consolidating, and there are some option contracts that have caught my attention. And they're aiming for 55 to 60 based on the call activity that I've seen so far. But I would say try to be a little bit conservative here since it is a laggard. Laggards tend to not really follow the markets. Well, as seen here, right? It's been moving sideways. It's been absolutely pounded to the downside, back to a range between 41 to 48.70-ish. So I would say a good target range will be from 50 to 55, to be honest, right? Or 50 to 56 if you want to use this major resistance level that I've pointed out many times in the past. Okay, so yeah, things are looking still good with Bill. Nice gap up, very tight range. It didn't try to move back down and completely erase the gap up move, and also last Friday's move, so that's great, love it. Okay, we made a higher high and higher low today, awesome, right? We made a higher high compared to last week's high. Okay, so that's obviously great as well. Not much else to see here. I'm still holding my positions. It's been about 2 weeks so far, I think, with this swing position, so nothing to worry about just yet. But VEEV, oof, equity, I love my equity, doing extremely well. Very nice entry point over 248.10. That was my initial entry point, but then again, I've shown you guys that 292 can also be a great entry point for VEEV. It's not that bad. Okay, this is kind of the official breakout point on the larger time frames like the weekly and the monthly, right? But again, if you guys are looking to just chill out, that's fine. If you guys missed out on the entry point over 284.10, that is completely fine as well. But yeah, I mean, it is looking good, right? I mean, this is if you guys want to know, or find a little visual here, right? This is a 3.50% return on my equity already in the last couple of trading days. That's great, right? So, yeah, I mean, this is kind of what I'm looking at right now. I just managing, looking, checking sound. Oh, this looks like it's getting a little bit weaker throughout the day. We're gonna make a new low. Hopefully not. But hey, if it's a shakeout, that's fine. We're only at half of the, well, almost half of the average daily volume today. And volume continues to die down. So if this is a shakeout, I would like to see a brief move to the downside where we retest the daily 200 SMA and we have a very quick pivot back to the upside. That'd be awesome. And if that pivot is strong enough, guys, I will most definitely want to get in once my alert goes off at 12. It is an early entry level, an early entry point rather. But again, if you guys want to wait for the actual confirmed breakout point for Soundhound, over 13.50 is your answer. Okay. But then again, right? You know, if we fail to uphold this ascending support trend line and we continue to go lower, and we continue to break below both the daily 200 and the 50 as shown here, right? My yellow and dark blue line, then that's it, right? I'm gonna have to try to forget about the stock for now and just let it do its thing, give it enough room to move sideways and whatever it needs to do. But we also have earnings coming up, right? August 7th. So hopefully if we do get that big move down and very quick pivot at the daily 200 SMA, maybe I might be a little bit more risky and grab a starter position on the daily 200 SMA if and only if we have a I guess a pivot at the daily 200 SMA, right, as I've been saying. So you know, I think a starter could be fine, right? But on a second thought, right, if it breaks below the ascending support trend line here and it continues to move lower, and maybe even reach 10.50, maybe it wants to retest this. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, you know what? I'll just wait until 12. And let's keep it at that. Okay, let's make sure I'm not making things more complicated for myself. How about that? Okay. All right, V is still looking strong. Yeah, so Soundhound, I am still looking at this name along with the option contracts that I put in the report itself. So make sure you guys take a look at that. Don't forget about that, please. Oh, I forgot about P-Core as well. Yes, look at this. Looking absolutely tasty here. On a very nice entry point. I believe I got in, let's see, July 11th. Yes, right here. Right then and there. Look at that. Amazing. Right below 72 as well, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, right there. And P-Core has earnings as well, July 31st. So I may have to manage the position here very, very soon. Whoa, and U has blasted again. This is in the list, guys. If you guys don't remember, go back to the report. All right, U has blasted again. It has held this 32.50 level to a T today. The low was 32.48. So that's pretty awesome. Let's have some music as well. How about that? Let's get some of that good vibes, lo-fi music coming in. Drinking my protein smoothie here that I made earlier. Hopefully everyone has been having a great Monday. Let's see. What looks like a good playlist here. Okay, let's try this one. Please, no ads. No ads, please. No ads, por favor. All right, awesome. Let's turn that up a little bit. Okay, so as I've stated as well, you know, I I really hope, well, for you here, I really hope that it continues to bull flag out here, right? I mean, I really wish that it continues to stay above 32.50. But if it decides to come back down to retest 31, then we have that, you know, long bounce entry at 31. You have your choice, right? But this is a very nice short squeeze so far in you. And we're on top of this as well when we're looking at you around here. Okay, and if you guys have not smashed that like button down below, make sure you guys do that as well. I haven't done a live when the market has been open before. Or no, I have. It's just been, I think it's been over a year now since I've done that. Maybe 2 years, I think. I think. Well, due to all the familial events that has occurred, you know, with my grandmother, which I'm still doing my best to help out my family, and you know, it's been a tough process, but you know, I've been trying to get used to helping out, going to my grandmother as often as possible throughout the week. Obviously, I can't throughout the weekend due to my, you know, I have things to do. I have my job to do here with you all. I'm writing my report, research, right? So, you know, I'm still doing my best to do my part. And yeah, guys, if you guys have been wondering why I haven't been doing a lot of lives lately, is that, well, I've been very focused on trying to help out the family, making sure my grandmother is taken care of, right? And that she's doing well. So, hopefully you guys understand. But yeah, I should be going back to the regular streams. I know a lot of people have been missing out on the streams. And don't worry, guys, I'll be back. The regular stream schedule will be starting again on Tuesday. So but things are looking good. All right, you is looking good. What else from my MM list should I go over, guys? If you guys are part of the CFO Swinger Watch Report. I'd rather ask you guys. Actually, before I do that, let's check up on the markets. So, okay, so we've retraced more than 50% of last Friday's tight price action, and obviously this is resetting kind of the RSI, which is still overbought. We're at 72.77. I would like to see it at 70 anytime before FOMC, before Wednesday, and before all the big earnings that we get this week. So that'll be very nice to see. If we can maybe get a retest of 634, that'll be nice as well. But again, a lot of tickers are kind of moving on their own. It's still a stock pickers market. Individual tickers are still moving a lot better compared to the overall markets. Yes, we've been melting up to the upside, but then again, the overall tight action on SPY and you know, other ETFs and indices have moved a lot of traders and a lot of volume, especially volume, towards individual tickers, right? So that's kind of the reasons why we were still seeing a lot of individual tickers moving a lot more compared to the overall markets. Got some railroad names. Yeah, so CSX. We've been on top of this. I took profits already on this day here. Obviously, I missed out on this big jump from earnings because I didn't want to hold up to earnings. But I've been holding this since June. Okay, since here. Not May. Sorry. Let's see. I think it was around here, right? Let me see. Let me make sure I get my dates right. So I entered in CSX. Oh no! I don't know why I doubted myself. I did enter in May. I entered on this day right here. Literally right here. Wow. I entered right on this day. Look at that. And I've continued to hold and hold and hold and hold until I sold out on... Yeah, so right before earnings. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so CSX is still holding up. We also have this other railroad. I don't know why I can't say railroad today. It's because of my my damn smoothie, making my mouth a little dry here. Yeah. So if you guys didn't know, Norfolk Southern Corporation is looking to be acquired by I believe UNP, right? I think Union Pacific, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, UNP. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So UNP is close to acquiring rival Norfolk Southern, with a deal likely to be finalized early next week. So this should be a pretty good positive for the company. But if you guys know anything about railroads, as you know, railroad companies becoming bigger and bigger until they become a huge monopoly. Well, they already are a monopoly. There's only a few major railroads, but it's not a good thing. It's never a good thing when we see banks getting bigger, when we're seeing railroad companies getting bigger. If you guys know anything about history, right? Teddy Roosevelt, he broke up a lot of the monopolies, right? But it was a good time to do that, right? And you know, unfortunately, we're at that point again where it might be a good time to, you know, kind of stop monopolies from growing bigger and bigger and bigger. But you know, we are in a modern society here, modern economy, and things are a lot different back then, obviously. But from a macro perspective, but you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And again, this is not from a political perspective. This is just for the good of human society, right? If you want things to be still good and, you know, efficient and better, you know, companies becoming bigger is not the solution. It really isn't. We've seen that multiple times throughout history, right? Not just from Teddy Roosevelt and him breaking up, you know, big monopolies, right? Is there anything else that you guys are watching, guys? Do you guys want me to look over any MM list tickers at all? Anyone? My hedges are down about 20% each, which is fine. Some of them are down only 9%. That's fine. I'm still net directionally long, which is why I'm still calling it a hedge. If you guys didn't notice, all right? Because I've gotten questions where people are like, you know, how do you know when it's a hedge? I'm like, well, it's a hedge because my long-term positions are way bigger than the actual hedge itself, right? So I'm still following the overall trend of the markets, because, well, I guess individual tickers that are moving to the upside, since my hedges are to the downside, are placed for a downside move, or potential downside move rather. And so that's how I know, right? And that's how you should know as well. Your hedges should not be bigger if you're net directionally long, or from the opposite perspective, if you guys are net directionally short, and if you guys want to be a hedge to the long side, you know, your shorts and your net directional short position should be a lot larger than your hedge, right? If it's not, then something's clearly wrong there, okay? And again, I've told you guys that, hey, maybe these hedges might become a full-out position to the downside if we do see the markets moving down, right? If you do see a new downtrend starting, but that has not occurred yet, so I haven't really pulled the trigger on getting out on all my long positions and focusing more money into my hedges, or averaging down a lot more, right? So that's kind of my shtick here for now. My very, very long-term SPY position is sitting at 280%. So if you guys didn't know, I took those outrageous calls, the 750 call strike contract that expires on December 18th, 2026. That had some very good activity. So I got this on the April dip. If you guys didn't, if you guys remember the April dip, that seems like such a long time ago, right? It seems kind of crazy, doesn't it? But that was back in April. I bought this in April. What is it? When was it? Yeah, right here actually. Oh well, I should be looking at SPY first. Let's see. So SPY was at exactly right below. No, yeah, I got this right at 550. Right at the turn of 550 is when I got these contracts, and I've been sitting on them, and it's been a very nice run up, obviously, just from an observational perspective. Okay, so I'm up 280%. But if I were to account for my hedges, I should be only up maybe, what is it, like 200% maybe? A little over 200% on all my hedges that I have so far. On SPY, I have some QQQ puts as well. Let's see. Oh no, I guess I exited my QQQ puts. Oh, I guess I didn't even, oh no, yes, I did exit. Oh, it went through last Friday. Oh, okay, well, that's okay. That's fine. That's okay. Because my stop got hit there. Since QQQ was blasting last Friday and today. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Well, overall, the markets are consolidating well here. I should have gotten QQQ calls as well, to be honest, on April 29th as well. That would have been amazing. A very good snipe. But do you guys see how I kind of waited until we made the higher high, official higher high, right? Compared to the this is the pause date, right? This is when these Trump said, oh, we're gonna have a deadline, right? We're gonna have a pause of the 90-day tariff deadline, whatever that crap was, right? Whatever BS he said, and then I wanted to see once we were able to get over this high, right? And that's when I grabbed the SPY calls, long-term calls, and I should have grabbed QQQ as well. The shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? But hey, I'm not gonna fret about my 280% return so far on those call option contracts. So, know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying, guys? We are holding 636, and it seems like in the 15-minute time frame, we are making a bull flag. We are making a bull flag. Did I just say bull flag? Did I say bull flag, guys? I meant bear flag. But this is a very good area of demand here on the intraday time frame, so I wouldn't be surprised if we decide to negate this bear flag, which would be fine by me, since we're still making a pretty tight range here. But this is playing out so far. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah, it's 536 level. Oh, let me make sure I share the link as well to my Discord. Oof, I forgot to do that earlier. Okay, So we're making this bear flag here. And if you guys are wondering what I'm going to do about my long-term option contracts that I have, the 750 strike call contracts that expire next December. Am I worried about this potential correction that we could see, or potential pullback into a seasonally weak mid quarter 3? No, I'm not worried at all. Right? I'm still up 280%. I don't think I got into that position just to be worried about a potential excuse me guys, 5% move, a pullback, or 3 to 5% pullback. If I was worried about that, then I should have exited a long time ago on those contracts. And again, these are long-term contracts, so my initial thought process before I got in was that, well, I'm gonna hold these, or I'm gonna hold these until next year. So it all depends on your time frame, okay? Okay, 636 is still holding. Nothing much else to see. Just continue to watch out for this bear flag, guys. U is still looking good from the lists. Very nice, very nice. Alright. Oh! We're developing this bear flag a little bit more now. Okay. How's my beef doing? Strong as ever, I see. How's Uber doing? Oh, Uber has been a bit down. Huh. Okay, it's just a little volatile, around $90 now. Not bad. Guess I should be a little bit more cautious here though. Momentum is slowing down. Okay, how's Sound doing actually now? Soundhound. Hey, what's up guys? Whoa, a bunch of people are joining in now. I guess you guys saw the notifications now. You guys are able to. But yes, I did go over Soundhound already earlier, about 30 minutes ago. So make sure you guys rewatch this stream once it's over. Okay, the stream will be over by market close. So stick around because we have less than 30 minutes left until market close. Let's see, Soundhound. Oh, are we making a new low? Yeah, we're making a new low. I think we're gonna break below the daily. Well, actually, I think we have already. Yeah, we are now breaking below the ascending support trend line. Not good. And again, as I stated earlier before, when the stream began, that this daily 50 SMA flatlining and curling down now is not a good sign. But again, I'm betting on the fact that if we do decide to come back down to retest the daily 200 SMA, which is still rising, mind you, this yellow line here, if you have a nice, very quick pivot from this daily 200 SMA, then and only then will I consider a starter position. But then again, if the selling continues, then I'll just have to wait until my alert goes off at 12 eventually in the near-term future. I don't know when, but you know, I'll just have to forget about Sound for now. If it decides to continue to have very bearish price action and continues to be sold off, maybe back down to 10.50 or even below the double-digit golden number here. So But yeah, Soundhound, I'm still looking for a short squeeze. As I stated last night in the report, this thing has a little over a 33% short float percentage. That is still very high, and that does not mean that we will be seeing a short squeeze, by the way. Guys, I see a lot of people always talking about the short float percentage or just short interest, right? And they're saying that, oh, the short interest is so high, that means you can see a short squeeze, right? Not exactly. That short interest or the short float percentage is used, well, it should be used for as a more of an accurate measure of how long a downtrend could continue, right? And especially if there's a lot of supply overhead from a technical perspective as well on that specific ticker that you're looking at, we should be focusing on the possible downsides, because there'll be a higher probability of a downside move when we have such a high short interest or short float percentage. Okay, so you guys shouldn't be automatically thinking that, oh, a short squeeze is gonna come, right? When we see a very high short float percentage or short interest. That's not the case, right? You guys should know that there's a lot of short sellers shorting this name, so there's a good chance that whenever we do see a small pop, it will most likely be smacked right back down due to all the overhead supply and all the sellers that are still very much active in that specific ticker that you're looking at with the high short float percentage or short interest. Okay, I saw some reactions there on the chat, so I'm assuming that makes sense. And make sure you guys hit that like button down below as well, guys. I might try to do more of these live streams on Monday if you guys like it, and I'll also be going back to my regular schedule for Tuesdays and Thursdays live streams. Okay. Yeah, this is just back and forth with SPY on the 636 while making this bear flag. But if we're able to uphold the 636 for a long time, maybe even into the end of the day, the last 15 minutes, then there's a good chance that we just end up right at 636 or right above 636 without breaking below this bear flag. So, but we are starting to round out, okay, in this uptrend so far. Very strong melt up. I mean, this is kind of what I'm seeing here. Okay, this is the rounding out that I'm talking about. Okay, there's also a chance that we can see a head and shoulders here as well, right? We have the oops, you have the left shoulder and then the head here. Okay, and potentially the right shoulder that's forming now with this bear flag. Okay, so this is a possibility. Okay, and in trading, you should always be considering all these different possibilities, especially when you're a technical trader like me, right? So keep all these possibilities in mind. If you don't, then well, you should be. That's all I had to say. You should be, right? V. Ooh, had a nice decent pop right there. I see. My equity's still up nice, still up 3%, over 3% actually. Took my entry at 284, so not bad. It's been a little bit shaky, but it's been okay. Very nice breakout. I would have wanted a more explosive breakout. And you guys know P-Core as well, doing extremely well. If they would freaking load. Very nice, very nice. Oh, another name that I was looking at today was PSTG. This long-term name. Very nice breakout today. And officially made a higher high today, right? As well. So this is looking pretty good. Very, very strong. And I believe this thing has something to do with Meta as well, right? I'm pretty sure. I think I read that somewhere with their storage solutions for PSTG. Working out something with Meta with their AI stuff. So, or maybe I'm thinking of something else. No, I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'm pretty sure my memory serves me well here. Yeah, Pure Storage is doing something with with storage solutions for AI. I'm pretty sure. So this is looking pretty good. Sound, I'm not getting into today, guys. Obviously, I gave you guys the reasons why earlier during the stream, so make sure you guys watch it. Again, I have expected this. Literally 50-50 yesterday, last night too, as well. Since I've also mentioned to you guys how SoundHound, from a fundamental perspective, not looking too good, right? It's still shaky at best. It's what I literally said, word for word, right? And if you guys want to read the fundamental breakdown of SoundHound and kind of my fundamental analysis that I provided for my CFO Swinger Watch Report readers, make sure you guys join us by looking at the link down below in the description box. Okay? If you guys always have questions about joining, you guys can just simply look at the second link shown down below, and you guys can join us at any time of the week. Okay? So yeah, SoundHound, yeah, it's just respecting the previous pivot low points here as well now. And obviously this ascending support trend line. I mean, that's kind of boring, to be honest. I could have shorted it today when it broke below 12. But, better things to do, like doing nothing today, right? I mean, I definitely, hopefully you guys have been sitting on your hands, not being too active, managing positions, okay? Because that's exactly what you guys should be doing on such a busy week like this week. Okay? There's no reason for you guys to be very active on a day like this. Or a week like this, actually. Is what I should say. Got another drink of my smoothie. Alright, last 15 minutes is coming in. Oh boy. And things are still looking very uninteresting. Right? We're still holding the 636 as I mentioned a couple minutes ago. Or almost 10 minutes ago now. We're still building out that bear flag, which might just break the downside tomorrow. So who knows? Maybe early tomorrow morning. All right, I do want to retest the 634, so that'll be nice to see. What else? Let's see. And no, I'm not looking to day trade here for a break below 636. I mean, we've been consolidating pretty well. Oh, there's a little tiny pop here for the last 15 minutes coming in. Volume is increasing as well here. Has been steadily increasing as we head into the end of the day as usual. There's nothing new there. If you're able to close above the 15-minute 10 SMA here, that'd be very nice. We might just negate this bear flag. But again, yeah, 636, very, very critical level here on the intraday time frame, guys. Okay, so mark that on your own charts. Oh, we closed above it. Very nice, very nice, very nice. And if you guys are having a little bit of a lag from, you know, if you guys are looking at my chart, and well, I guess through the live stream, there's a little bit of a delay. Okay, a couple second delay. So. If you guys are trying to day trade and you're trying to follow my screen here, don't. There's a lag. Okay, there's definitely a lag here, a couple seconds. So I think like 15 seconds or 30 seconds, I don't really know. So Yep, and there goes the retest of the 10 SMA on the 15-minute time frame. And if you're able to hold it, then we should move back up higher. We should be at least seeing a retest of 636.40 and eventually 636.50. And that'll be nice as we head into the end of the day. I would really love to see that, actually. That'd be very nice to see. My PSTG is doing good. The long terms that I bought back in June. No, wait, when did I buy this? Hold on a second. Yeah, June 2nd. So I give you guys a bunch of swing trade ideas and a lot of high quality tickers for you guys to choose to get into. So make sure you guys are reading the report as always, staying active in the Discord, and yeah. But semis have been rocking it as of late, right? Let's see, let's take a look at NVIS though. I haven't taken a look at this name. Just got a notification again. 152.50. Oh, look at that. We have earnings tonight as well. Oh no. I think that's wrong for TradingView. Oh well. But this is looking nice. Not bad, not bad. Alright, SPY is holding up. Very, very nice. Vive, okay, not bad, not bad. We should allow the daily 10 SMA to catch up a little bit more now. And that should be good, that should be good. Oh, another strong stock today was Shopify. Now a nice gap up and held that gap up as well. And it's holding it as well. Unlike many other names that did not hold the gap up areas. I think they got Toast as well. Yeah, Toast is still in a strong uptrend. Nothing to see here. Very slow uptrend as well. Let's see. I think I got PSTG again. Yeah, PSTG might actually move based on how Meta moves. And Meta is reporting on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Wednesday night. Okay, Wednesday night. Yeah. So this should be interesting. And Tesla, obviously, I took a look at that earlier as well in the stream. Very, very strong today. It's making a nice bull flag for most of today now. At that initial strong push up higher in the early morning. Yeah, look at that. Making a nice flag. Take a look at it on the 2-hour time frame as well. Let's see. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. I'll take a look on SPY here for you all. Leave it on here. Oh, we're moving up. Okay, I'm getting a phone call, guys. Let me be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys, and wow, the markets are trying to push up higher here. So we negated this bear flag. What would you look at that? I thought that 636 was kind of suspicious here, but then again, hindsight is 2020. There's always 2020, guys, right? Oh, some call flow into wait a second, what is this? Oh, Snapchat. Psh. Snapchat. Ah, I see, I see, I see. Spiegel just has to do something about this company, man. I mean, this is a founder-led company still, and it's not doing too well. It's one of those companies that are like, whoa, you know, like this is still founder-led, and it's not doing well. All right. I think Wall Street Bets has been, yeah, moving on to names like Pinterest and Macy's. I think that's what I read as well earlier. Yeah. Because I know they targeted Kohl's last week. Huge move. So they're now targeting Macy's for a nice short squeeze, and I think AEO as well. After that Sydney Sweeney ad came out with the jeans. If you guys haven't seen that on Twitter, everyone's been talking about it. Oh wow, AEO is actually looking pretty good too. Yeah, look at that nice momentum as well. All right, 9 minutes left, guys. 9 minutes left. Thank you for sticking around. I might be doing these more if I have the time. I do have to go to my grandma's again today after the stream, so let's see here. Oh, we have some dogs barking outside. Jeez. Oh, nice little pump here. Awesome. Looking good. All right. A lot of names pumping here into the end of the day. Not bad. Looking good. I saw some crazy UMP calls as well coming in for the end of the year or next year. Yeah, there's a 270 strike call contract that goes beyond my major resistance level at 264. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna treat this as CSX, like CSX. Just hold on to it, because the action on railroads are not really favorable. I don't really like it. So, I mean, CSX was obviously a very good swing trade from May all the way up into July. So, very nice swing trade here on my part. So I gotta congratulate myself. Oh, and my U from the very good. Very nice. Holding 32.50 very nicely. Ooh, look at that. The market's just popped up. What the hell? Come on now. Come on now, TradingView. What are you doing? Whoa, very nice pump up. Awesome. And see, guys, I told you guys didn't want day trade to the downside since the 636. This 636. Sus. All right, 5 minutos. 5 minutes left, guys. Oh boy. Things are looking up though. Things are looking up. Alright, well, that's kind of a boring day today. Shopify still looking good too, is one of the active movers of today. Tesla still looking good. Okay, Tesla has officially completely filled in its ER gap down, so that's amazing to see. So whenever we have these moments where you know, stocks really regain all their losses back from a ER gap down, that's a pretty good sign. Okay, that's a very good sign. So you guys should pay attention to that. So I will be paying attention to Tesla, since I was not expecting such a nice move up day today, especially after Friday's performance too. I thought we'll stall out in between the daily 10 and daily 21, or even just below the daily 200 SMA I've seen here. But all my SMAs on the daily time frame have coiled here together on Tesla, so it's looking interesting, very interesting. We might just catapult away from all of my major moving averages here. My simple moving averages, and just go straight to 355. That'd be nice to see, right? Just a straight rocket shot up to 355 on Tesla. That'd be absolutely amazing. Damn, I just checked cores again. If you guys remember, the 15 strike call contract and the 20 strike call contract, they're opened up at a spread, I believe, for the September, and the open interest on both of them went up. So they added. So this, I don't know if it's the same trader or just a bunch of traders that caught on to this now on that spread. But there's a I think there's 10,000 more contracts that are opened after the fact that this was looking to be acquired, and obviously kind of fizzled out here on that news as well. Yeah, the open interest is at 140k now. Oof, just on the 20 strike call contract alone. That is humongous. That is huge. Huge, huge, huge. Oof. So I guess we have to see if there's more news that'll come out for Core Scientific. You're still looking good. And Vive. And again, Vive, you are both in my list for this week. Ah, Vive, what you doing, man? That's alright. I'm still good at 284. I think I'm just up 3% now. Yeah. Yep. Just up 3% at 292.83. I would have liked to see a close above 294, so above the previous day's highs. But hey, I am not worried about that. I am okay. I am alright. Oh, Bill is not doing too well into the close as well. I think it's completely filling in the gap. Yeah, look at that. Aw. I'm in a new low today. Come on now. And there it is. We are closed, guys. We are closed. The markets have closed. All bets are off. The bid and ask is closed as well, guys. After hours trading has begun. And in a couple hours, overnight trading will begin. Wow. Alright. Okay, well, I'm like literally teetering on being green. I ended up being slightly red today, just very, very slightly. But I'm up a lot in the last 3 months. 3 and 1 month. Very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. My hedges have kind of held me down for the last 2.5 to 3 weeks here, so but still I'm up a good amount on a monthly here. Okay, well, what an interesting day, guys. I mean, it seems like we tried to have a nice little short squeeze like moment in the last 10 minutes. Well, I'll say last 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll count this in. Alright, last 15 minutes, very nice run up. We basically retraced all the way back to nearly where it began today, actually, at the lows of the morning. Early morning, very, very early morning here. Yeah, look at that. We almost went up to the actual lows of the morning, right when the market opened. Okay, well, today's video, the stream here, was mostly about all the tickers that we've been looking at in the CFO Swinger Watch Report. And if you guys are not part of the CFO Swinger Watch Report, if you guys did not know what I was talking about on all these tickers and what I was referring to, well, everything that I've told you guys so far and said about specific tickers are all from the report itself, right? From this week's report, last week's report, and the previous weeks before that as well. So if you guys want to join the CFO Swinger Watch Report, all you need to do is check out the second link down below in the description box. Okay, you guys can choose to become a reader at any time of the day of any given year. Okay, the choice is yours. If you guys want to join, if you guys enjoy everything that I put out there on social media and on my YouTube streams, well, again, the choice is yours. You guys can choose to become a reader of the CFO Swinger Watch Report, which will 100% give you full access to the private CFO Discord chat room as well. Okay, now before I leave you guys here, since the market is closed, look at Sound, right? Soundhound here. We have officially pivoted at this daily ascending support trend line, but then again, I am still a little bit worried here because if you do decide to sell off again on even lower volume, right, there's a good chance that we can see a massive move down as we see a sudden increase in selling volume as well. Because again, we've been making a pretty textbook staircase volume down move here, right? As you continue to move lower, which again, it just means that we could be consolidating, but at the same time, it could be leading up into a larger volume day event where we see a very quick volatile move down, a huge sell-off on Soundhound. And again, the high short float percentage is not a good sign either. I mean, it is a great possibility for a potential short squeeze, but then again, when we have a huge percentage like that, you know, over 33%, that's usually in favor for the shorts. Okay, so all right, so for a short squeeze for Soundhound, I would say just wait it out. Wait until we are able to get back over $12 or maybe at least 13.40 for that official larger breakout higher. Okay, all right. So again, over 13.40. That's the massive weekly resistance level that I've been talking about for all of today's stream. All right. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow on Tuesday stream at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great rest of your day and night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching.